This mindfulness practice is intended to guide us to our inner knowing so we can have a deeper connection with the place inside of us that knows when it might be the right time to move forward in some way in our lives. Winter can be a time of preparation and planning, but eventually there is a moment in which we need to feel when we are ready to take the first few steps into what we'd like to move towards. While the winter remains, it might not feel like the right time to take any action, but we could use this season as an opportunity to tune inwards and learn how to listen within. In this way, when the time does arise, we will know how to consult our inner knowing to eventually make the best decision for ourselves. Begin by finding yourself in a comfortable position. You might choose to be seated or lying down, as long as you are comfortable and able to be fully present and alert to the practice. Move around a little bit if you need to, so you can allow your body to feel more comfortable and settled in. Then begin to orient yourself to the room around you, gently allowing your gaze to scan the room, slowly, without much force or any quick movements, noticing where you are in this space. And then when you're ready, you can gently begin to close your eyes if you'd like. Otherwise, you can keep your eyes softly open on a fixed point in front of you. First, begin to become aware of the room by noticing sounds, the temperature of the room, or any other subtle sensations outside of your body. Then drifting your awareness towards your body and noticing how your physical body feels on the surface beneath you. You might notice the hardness or softness or other textures of the surface beneath you, how your clothes feel on your skin, if you are feeling warm or cold in any part of your body. Taking a moment to be with your body. Now, gently shifting your attention inwards towards your breath, noticing how your body feels as you breathe, the air flowing in and out of your nostrils, how your abdomen and chest expand and empty with each inhale and exhale, noticing your breathing body. From here, begin to deepen your breathing by taking a nice inhale through the nose and letting the air travel down into your diaphragm, into your low belly, filling this part of your body up with air, noticing the air travel into your lungs and chest and your body expand. And as you exhale, releasing the air either out of your mouth or out of your nose, and seeing if your body can soften just a little bit more, releasing the air out of your chest, your lungs, your low belly, then your diaphragm. And doing this a few times to continue deepening your breath, deepening your awareness of your body, getting further connected with your body in this moment. Now, slowly beginning to come back to your natural state of breath, now that we've deepened our breathing for a moment and we've become a bit more connected with our bodies, softening as well on the exhales. Coming back to your natural state of breathing. And as you're here, see if you can start to tune into the part of your body that is your knowing center, your inner knowing. We all have different names for it. Your gut, your intuition, maybe you call it your soul. Whatever name you have for this part of your body, find it your knowing center, the part of you that you go to, you turn to when you need to make an important decision, and you know that somewhere inside of you has the answer. See if you can find it within your body now. Taking a few moments. And once you've located this knowing center within you, we are going to practice utilizing this part of us so that we can recognize that we do have the answers we need within us. As we wait for a time to be ready to do something, we can always turn to this part of us that knows deep within what to do, and maybe even when to do it. So before we get into the question asking of this knowing center, some of our personal questions, first what we're going to do is experiment with understanding the subtle differences between the feeling of yes and no in the body, while also tuning into this knowing center. So take a nice deep clearing breath, filling in the diaphragm and the chest and lungs through your nose, and then exhaling everything out of the mouth. Coming back to your knowing center, while also paying attention to your whole body, begin to bring the word yes to mind. And we're going to focus on this word for a few breaths. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. And notice how your body feels as you continue to repeat the word yes. Coming back to your natural breath for a moment. Taking another clearing breath, a deep inhale through the nose into the diaphragm and belly, and then exhaling everything out. And now we will begin to invite in the word no, and noticing our body. Keeping focus on the knowing center, we begin to bring the word no to mind. No, 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 no. No. And continuing to allow no to be in the mind for a few more moments, paying attention to any subtle changes in the body. It could be very subtle, very tiny little sensations, but there can be a difference. And then coming back to your natural state of breathing. Okay, taking another nice clearing breath, breathing in through the nose, and then exhaling everything out of the mouth. Now I invite you to bring a simple decision in your mind. Maybe one of what should you eat for lunch today, or should you do that exercise you were thinking about, something that offers a very simple yes or no answer. Bring the question to mind, tune into your knowing center, and first bring up the first option in mind and see what the body tells you. See which sensation of yes or no shows up. And then bring the second option to mind and see what comes up. Bring both options to mind and see if your knowing center, this part of you that knows, can help you make this simple decision. Now coming back to your natural breath, we'll clear everything away again. A nice inhale through the nose, the chest and lungs, and then exhaling everything out of the mouth. Now I invite you to bring in perhaps a more complex question you might have for yourself, a different decision you'd like to be making for yourself in the coming days or weeks. Keeping it relatively simple, not overly complex, something that you'd like to figure out soon that doesn't carry a lot of pressure around the decision right now, but a bit more complex than just what you should eat for lunch. So bring this question to mind. And again, turning into your knowing center, see if you can start to imagine or allow your knowing center to speak to you and say yes or no, or which option. So bring perhaps one of the options to mind, or bring yes to mind, and see how your body reacts to doing this, to making this decision, to following through. Which option should you take? See how it feels when you bring up the other option in mind, what's happening in your body. And then bringing the whole question again to mind and seeing what this inner knowing is telling you, is offering to you. And then coming back to your natural state of breath, noticing your whole body again, and seeing how you feel right now. Decision making isn't always easy. And sometimes the answer that we receive from within isn't always pleasant, but usually there is truth to what our inner knowing, our knowing center is telling us. Sometimes it can be very clear, sometimes more subtle. It's just a matter of paying attention. The mind often gets in the way with all the busy thoughts that pop in that are connected to the outside world, but when we tune out the outside world and tune into our inner knowing, this is when we actually can find the answers that we need. So, now beginning to bring your awareness back to your physical body on the surface beneath you, all the points of contact in which your body is making with the ground, with your seat, your back against your chair if you're sitting in a chair. And then eventually moving your awareness to the space around you, noticing sounds, the temperature of the skin on your room, perhaps the light shining in through your eyelids if your eyes are closed. And then gradually bringing movement to your fingers and toes, just to wake your body up again to the present moment. And when you're ready, begin to open your eyes. Take a look at the room around you slowly, just to reorient yourself back to the external world, the world outside of yourself. And see if you can carry this practice with you through the rest of your day, the rest of your week. And see how decision making goes for you as you move forward. Thank you.